wiring bulkhead going around. This is of course after the back is all pulled off. Wiring bulkhead going around underneath the little weather strip. Kind of have to break through it. Goes down, mounts frame to the support wall. Under here, going through this wire, rubber grommet going in, which access through the trunk, and the wires come up through here for the fan with its relay. So you need to disconnect those, of course. Side marker light going around, goes up through the bracket support. First one you'll come to is actually a stop light. Leave the bulbs in, it'll help you. This is a broken bulb, but I still know it's a stop light because I've got 4 leads. This one's turn signal because it has 1. Turn signal because it has 1. Stop light because it has the 4 or double light, so I know that's a tail light, stop light. Wiring goes underneath. 10mm bolts going all the way across, kind of. Must remove those. These are supported by these little brackets. This one is already loose. This one is still attached to the body. You have a couple of choices. You can take it off, or you can use something like a little piece like that to just basically pry it loose. If you're planning on reusing it, you want to pry it loose carefully. If you don't need to take the bracket itself completely off, then you'll just disengage it. That way you can easily slip it off. I take it and just twist it basically like that, and that separates it. You can do that all the way around for wherever you have a bracket. Here's a better look of it. See the clip? Between here and here, you can put a screwdriver in between and separate it, or like I do, just take it, one on one side, one on the other, and just twist it. Twisting is basically holding the bottom and moving the top and separating it. See how that worked? Back on, of course, just snapping. Do it one more time. The top is what needs to move over. The bottom can stay in place. So you can do it with your fingers, which is a little bit harder. And it'll just slide off, sort of. It can happen with your fingers. It just takes a little time. Of course, there's the lift up option if you have the room, which is basically get it to come to the edge and then lift it up, okay, to separate it, or the simple twist it and move on. Whichever way you decide to remove it, that leaves it open, and then you can just pull out your wire. Okay, continuing around, goes up, goes up. Of course, this is the Fastback style, by the way. That's for the Pontiac logo. This is the passenger side, so that's going to be the TI or IAC side, PON side, hanging light. They basically go up through little openings inside here. These openings is where it routes through from underneath, and the wire coil. Okay. Continuing around, the end one goes over the end, which you can pull it underneath. Again, easy identification of stop or tail. This has 1 filament. That's a turn signal. This has, you can barely see it, 2 filaments. So you know that's a stop light. Leaving the bulbs on once again helps you to identify. for later use. Side marker light going around the body shape. Once again going underneath, around and through, under the weather strip again, into here. And here normally is this canister. I already removed it to make it easy to show. And then, as you see, it goes behind. It is also held in by a little bracket, so take that one off. Got the screw here and another screw underneath. Easy to get that out of there. This is the 10mm sockets. Continuing around. If you have cruise control, plugs into your cruise control box. And going around even more, the controller of the cruise control box. Wire splits off from here, goes into grommet, which goes into the trunk, and that's of course for your little light, which I've already pulled a little bit here. So you'll pull your carpet back. You notice it goes inside of there. And then to the other side, once you take the little light off, you can just pull that wire through and pull it through the grommet. Alright. Engine, car, sitting out in the yard forever. I'm gonna part out this car, or I'm slowly parting out this car. It's got a 2.8 liter V6 with a jet rag 5-speed transmission. I'll probably pull the transmission.